There's an imposition in my mind's imagination. The hope and they choke on smoke 'cause I'm smoking them like a basement. This is not rap, this is not hip-hop. Just another attempt to make the voices stop.
Had you in my coat pocket where I kept my rebel red. Felt I was invincible, you wrapped around my head. Now different lives I lead, my body lives on lead. The last two lines may read incorrect until said. The lead is terrible in flavor, but now you double as a paper maker. I despise you sometimes, I love to hate the fight. And you in my life is like sipping on straight.
I'm twisted up inside. The horrors of the night melt away under the warm glow of survival of the day. Then we move on, my shadow grows taller along with my fears, and my frame shrinks smaller as night grows near. Well, if I'm being real, man, don't know how I feel, man, about you sleeping so close to a weapon you conceal, man. Those night terrors are not something to take lightly. I know that it's a risk saying this, don't fight me. The plans that I make, roads that I take, break to holes that will go where I don't know they are solid ground illusions that write themselves off as perfectly normal solutions. Pollutions in my eyes, my disguise will take me, break me, won't save me this time. There's a vision but you won't save me this time. My decision for living isn't mine to decide, and
Reoccurring, keeps coming around. REM cycle, skip night psycho trip. It's reassuring, you keep coming around. It's tough to find good company. Reoccurring, days blurring, I'm still learning what this is.
once again I step inside my shoes. A better now for every single thing I do, and I don't care 'cause I don't have a clue. I seem to close all the windows in my room and tell me how I am comfortable in the sound. This broken, tainted skin that I'm in, I can't win. I need you to break me up, break me down to the sound, so I can pray that someone hears me now. I just pray that someone hears me now.
Not sure when it started, peeling from his bones, piece it back together all alone. Hope it held together long enough for heat to pitch the greener grasses and hope that she would agree. Fresh off a binger in the woods, flesh covered in bites, testing what is real, what is good. Man, it's been a long night. I am a megalodon, oceans feeling like a pond, swimming like a beast underneath, they be clinging on. Meteoric rise in prehistoric time, now that meteor is coming. I am Megatron, cogs I'm stepping on, then the little cogs got together, started renaissance. Switch it up on me, fuel efficiency, on fumes I am running up and down.
I ponder of something terrifying, 'cause this time there's no sound to hide behind. I find over the course of our human existence, one thing consists of consistence, and it's that we're all battling fear. Oh dear, I don't know if we know why we're here. Oh my, too deep, please stop thinking. I liked it better when my car had sound. There are things we can do. 3 lights are lit, but the 4th one's out. I can tell 'cause it's a bit darker than the last night's bout. I forgot about the drought of light bulbs in this house, so I head out. Down the route I think is heading south, but I'm not good with directions and I hide behind my mouth. I'm a pro at imperfections and I'm best friends with my doubt. And now that my mind's out and now I hear it clear and loud, I'm thinking wow, I probably should have stayed inside my house.
Where I'm from, I was born right here, just now. Originated right in front of your eyes. If you can't see, I am Clancy. Prodigal son, done running, come up with Josh done. Wanted dead or alive, and now you pick who you serve. You bow to the masters, get kicked to the curb. For passing the classes, half empty, half full. Save half of your taxes, then overtake your former self.
Spending hours on end deciding what I'd say to a friend if I ever saw him again. 'Cause I don't know if I know, don't wanna come across the wrong way. And I don't know if I know, but I know I wanna see your face today. And somebody told me they saw you cry and break down. Do you know how hard that is to get around and think about? It's not like you to let emotions get the best of things, especially when everything is hanging in the air we breathe. In my head, let it be said what the headache represents. It's me defending in suspense, it's me suspended in a defenseless test, being tested by a ruthless examiner that's represented best by my depressed. The smirking after blood, the circling above, but this is not enough. Yeah, this is not what you thought. No, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace this culture. Is a culture of overexposure. Not today, don't feed me to the vultures. I am a vulture who feeds on pain.
If there comes a day, people posted up at the end of your driveway. They're calling for your head and they're calling for your name. I'll bomb down on them, I'm coming through. Do they know I was grown with you? If they hate a smoke, no, I'll go with you. Just keep it outside, yeah.
All we are is an isle of lightless birds. We find our worth in giving birth and stuff. We're lining our homes against winding roads, and we think the going is tough. We pick songs to sing, remind us of things that nobody cares about. And honestly, we're probably more suicidal than ever now. If you decide to live by what you think's wrong and what's right, Believe me, you'll begin to wish you were sleeping. Your weeping will creep in your head and you'll cry. But if we wake up every morning and decide what we believe, we can take apart our very heart and the light will set us free. Normality, conformity, stillness, fake faith, and forgery all seem to be a major key to why the day-to-day will seem to be a melting dream that we once had. But now the dream is weak. But now that we all see that we have fallen down, we just might be alive and able to prescribe the reason why we cry. It means to an end that we die. Fall just to fly, fly cause we're free. Free cause I know I've seen the end of me. So we need to know that we are going down to seize our grounds, and everybody here will sing a sound. We once were lost but now we're found. Try your best to look like this is not your first time. You're fighting for the front row, that's a nice try. You're looking real nice, smelling like worth, walking like you deserve it. And if your feet are hurting, then that's when you know you brought the right equipment to put on the show. And let it flow, let it show, shine. Let it show, let it flow, shine. To guns straight in our thumbs for ammunition. I must forewarn ya of my disorder or my condition, cause when the sun sets it upsets what's left of my invested interest, interested and putting my fingers to my head. The solution is I see a whole room of these mutant kids fuse at the wrist. I simply tell them they should shoot at this. Simply suggest my chest and this confused music. It's obviously best for them to turn their guns to a fist. I can't see past my own nose, I'm seeing everything in slow-mo. Look out below, crashing down to the ground, just like a vertical locomotive. That's a train in my painting the picture that's in my brain. A train from the sky, locomotive. My motives are insane, my flow's not great, okay. I conversate with people who know if I flow on a song I'll get no radio play. While you're doing fine, there's some people and I who have a really tough time getting through this life. So excuse us while we sing to the sky. They say the ocean's blue, but it's black right now. In the dark on the sand, looking out at my crowd. They're crashing and drowning, singing out in 4 bars. The lightning reveals when the ocean stops and the sky starts. I've been told by the sky that the ocean I should win, but it's all for me to see where ocean stops and sky begins. The random chunks of light remind me of what is true. But right now the ocean's black and black, the sky is too. Dear friend, here we are again, pretending to understand how you think the world is ending. Sending signals and red flags and waves. It's hard to tell the difference between mud and water these days. I'll pray that one day you see the only difference between life and dying is one is trying. That's all we're gonna do, so try to love me and I'll try to save you. We're killing ourselves just to get to the top, and I won't stop talking about what we got and how we all love it when we loved a lot. Enough about you, let's talk about me. And everybody thinks I'm just so free. Free, did you hear the verse that came first and how my own body went to war on me? I bet you didn't know something that's absurd. There's a word that said more than any other word. It's sorry, sorry. And I pray that word was heard. It's the same game today as it always is. I don't give you space to speak my name explaining this. And the wrists of my mind have the bleeding lines that remind me of all the times I have committed dirty crimes that are perfectly form-fitted to what I've done and what I'm doing. I'm brewing and losing and spewing and fusing, and believe me, that's what other kids are doing. What kids are doing, they're killing themselves. They feel they have no control of the prisoner's cell. And if you're one of them, then you're one of me. And you would do almost anything just to feel free. He's seen too many stare downs between the sun and the moon in the morning air. How he used to hustle all the people walking through the fairgrounds. He's been around so long he's changed his meaning of a chair now. Because a chair now is like a tiny island in the sea of all the people who glide across the very surface that made his bones feeble. The end can come soon enough, but is it too soon? Either way, he can't deny he is a pantaloon. Every time off of selfish ambition is taking my vision. My crime is my sentence, repentance is taking commission. It's taking a toll on my soul, I'm screaming submission. And I don't know if I am dying or living, cause I will save face for name's sake. Abuse grace, take aim to obtain a new name in a newer place. But my name is lame, I can't walk and I ain't the same. And my name became a new destiny to the grave. And I die for you, that's easy to say. We have a list of people that we would take. A bullet for them, a bullet for you, a bullet for everybody in this room. But they don't seem to see many bullets coming through. See many bullets coming through. Metaphorically, I'm the man, but literally, I don't know what I do. I'd live for you, and that's hard to do. Even harder to say when you know it's not true. Even harder to write when you know that tonight there were people back home and try talking to you, but then you ignore them still. All these questions, they're falling like, who would you live for? Who would you die for? And would you ever kill? I just don't wanna be so many things and nothing to see. I just wanna sing, I just wanna breathe, I just wanna fly. I just wanna close my eyes and taking the sun and taking the air. I just wanna run and murder my care. I wanna believe that I will be free. Yo, this song will never be on the radio. Even if my click with a pick and the people with a vote. It's a few, the proud and the emotional. Yo, you, bulletproof and black like a funeral. The water around us is burning but we're so cold. It's a few, the proud and the emotional. Nobody thinks what you think, no one. Empathy might be on the brink of extinction. They will play a game and say they know what you're going through, and I tried to come up with an artistic way to say they don't know you, and neither do I. So here's a prime example of a stand-up guy who hates what he believes and loves it at the same time. Here's my brother and his head screwed up, but that's alright. Quickly moving towards a storm, moving forward, torn into pieces over reasons of what these storms are for. I didn't understand why everything I adore takes a different form when I squint my eyes. Have you ever done that? When you squint your eyes and your eyelashes make it look a little not right, and then when just enough light comes from just the right side and you find you're not who you're supposed to be? This is not what you're supposed to see. Please remember me, I am supposed to be king of a kingdom. I'm swinging on the swing. Something happened in my imagination. The situation's becoming dire. My tree house is on fire, and for some reason I smell gas on my hands. This is not what I had planned. This is not what I had planned. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. What I say when I wanna be enough, what a beautiful day for. I'm making a break for it, we'll find a way to pay for it. Maybe from all the money we made, razor blade stores, going to race horse and force a sponsor and start a concert, a complete diversion. Start a mob and you can be quite certain we'll win, but not everyone will get. I'm bleeding, so please on my knees repeatedly, asking why it's got to be like this. Is this living free? I don't wanna be the one to let the sun's blood on my hands out to the moon. Take this weapon, force in darkness, some see a pen, I see a harpoon. I've got a pet cheetah down in my basement. I've raised him and bathed him and named him Jason Statham. I've trained him to make me these beats. Now my pet cheetah's quicker and astuter than on his feet. I'ma get mine and get going. I'm showing my faces in decent places. I'm going tiptoeing. I'll stay in my room. My house is the one where the vultures are perched on the roof. Get behind me, I bet this artistic mindset will help us get ours as we're growing. This could mean so much to this dude. It can make him afraid of his music and be scared to death he could lose it. I start to part two halves of my heart in the dark, and I don't know where I should go when the tears and the fears begin to multiply. Taking time in a simple place in my bed where my head rests on a pillowcase, and it's sad that I was led, but I forget that I let another day go by. I wanna be afraid, but I see the leaves as I'm caught underwater, and I'm falling farther. My heart's getting harder. I'm calling my father, and I'm screaming to an empty sky. Empty sky, no way, that's me, cause one half of my heart is free. Empty sky, no way, that's me, cause the other half of my heart's asleep. There's an infestation in my mind's imagination. I hope they choke on soul cause I'm smoking them like a basement. This is not rap, this is not hip-hop. Just another attempt to make the voices stop rapping to prove nothing, just writing to say something. Cause I wasn't the only one who wasn't rushing to saying nothing. This doesn't mean I lost my dream, it's just right now I got a really crazy mind and clean. I'm not trying to be a lie to you, but it takes a clever guy to do what I do. It takes a delivery and well-placed energy to subliminally get yourself inside you. Introspection, the name of the session. Spread disinfection, reflected on the next one, the next one, the next one. And when we're done, we'll all have made something new under the sun. I'm not done yet, no. Kick me up the seat and take my microphone. And then you walk up to me and when you get close, I'll look you in the face and say, where's your home? Where you going and why you here? Have you asked these questions? Have you been sincere? Wanna know what I believe? It's right here. Dig a little deeper and it's crystal clear. Taking over my body, back in control, no more shoddy. I bet a lot of me was lost, teasing, crossing eyes and dotted. I fought it a lot, and it seems a lot like flesh is all I got. Not anymore, flesh out the door, swat. I must have forgot, you can't trust me. I'm open a moment and close when you show it before you know it, I'm off to see. And now that I write and think about it and the story unfolds, you should take my life, you should take my soul. I'm sorry if that question I asked last scared you a bit like a hazmat in a gas mask. If you ask Zach, he's my brother, he likes when I rap fast. But let's backtrack, back to this. Who would you live in that for on that list? But the problem is, there's another list that exists and no one really wants to think about this. Forget sanity, forget salary, forget vanity, my morality. If you get in between someone I live and me, you're gonna feel the heat of my cavalry. All these songs I'm hearing are so heartless. Don't trust a perfect person and don't trust a song that's flawless.